Hey, it's Cars 108. 80s, 90s, and now. How you doing? It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day outside. Namaste, right? I'm Pat. There's AJ.
It's 8:24, and it is beautiful. Mostly sunny. Highs near 79. Spend some time outside today.
It is also Mental Health Awareness Month.
Spending time outside is good for your mental health.
True story.
I mean that.
We have in with us right now Brandy. Brandy, I always script your last name. Go ahead.
Hey, it's Brandy Britton from NAMI, Genesee County.
There we go. Brandy, you are one of the Grand Poobahs over at NAMI. That is the National Alliance of Mental Illness at Genesee County. So, of course, that ties in with it being Mental Health Awareness Month. This is the month when we would like to bring awareness to everyone about mental health. And these days, I feel like we're doing it more than ever, right?
Absolutely. You know, this impacts 1 out of 4 people, Pat. So, of the 400,000 people we have in Genesee County, that's 100,000 people.
Well, it affects 2 out of the people in this room.
3.
3.
Yeah,
Here we go.
3.
I mean, so like right there is three out of the 4 of us.
Absolutely. So, you know, we're here for a number of reasons. Our focus is on education, advocacy, and support. Yeah. So wanting people to know that they're not alone. So many family members, individuals going through this feel so isolated. Yeah. And we really want to get out there that diagnosis isn't destiny.
You know, I do forget that that people aren't as, I guess, into this world as I am. I've been in the mental health world since I was a little kid. My mom was diagnosed type 2 bipolar back in the 70s. So I dealt with this stuff my entire life. And so I forget how normal it is for me. But then I talk to other folks, like my best friend. He's going through some stuff, and it's been a long time just to get him to go to talk therapy. And now it's
It took my parents forever to get help because that was just not something.
Did they ever go to therapy?
Not to therapy, but it took a while for them to get, you know, some medication and stuff like that.
So, you know,
that was taboo for a long time.
Well, it still is. The stigma is huge.
I was saying, long time. My best friend was literally telling me how he doesn't want to go into a shrink 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and he's sitting there like, well, the meds and this and that, and I don't know. And I'm like, don't you want to be happy? But there's still that stigma. And that's what he said. He's like, yeah, but there's the pills and the this and the that.
People judge. And the best way through that is to talk about it.
Right.
So back to we have those support groups on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month. And they are dedicated to family members because it's not an individual diagnosis.
No, it's not.
As you well know, it's a family diagnosis. We're all in this together.
Yes.
And we have parents and caretakers. Again, they have this wonderful child, and then it feels like overnight a crisis happens. Something happens, and they're, again, isolated from their friends that have been friends for so long. They go to vent and they're like, you know what? This is what you need to do. Just do this, this, and this.
Oh, yeah.
And the parents are like, okay, I've been there. I've tried that. I'm at my wit's end. And so just coming to a place where we have a number of parents, a number of spouses, a number of children that have felt this pain, that have gone through this. And so no matter where you are, if you're in the midst of crisis or if you're on the other side of it, you've been in the system and you can give back and give some. It's from a lived experience. That's where NAMI comes from.
So NAMI of Genesee County, National Alliance of Mental Illness, you guys charge how much for folks to show up?
Free.
You charge how much for therapy? Free. Okay, so we're going to tell you
something that's actually free.
These free events, okay? Mental Health Awareness Month. How can you get help for free? Well, we're going to tell you after Ed Sheeran. It's Cars 108. With the shape of you. It's Cars 108. We're in studio with Brandy Britton. She's one of the Grand Poobahs over at NAMI of Genesee County. It's the National Alliance for Mental Illness. Now, Brandy, you're with us because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. That's what May is for, right?
Absolutely, Pat. We're here to talk about mental health. We're here to talk about bipolar.
Okay, so now we talked about mental health, and now let's talk about what NAMI does for folks in Genesee County. And as you heard, they do it for the cost of zero.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? Don't get a lot for free nowadays. Especially when it comes to any kind of health care.
Yeah. So what do you guys have going on this month for folks?
We have actually Saturday, we're going to start talking about some of the system issues that we're up against. We are here to support family members or support individuals that are going through, whether it's a hospital visit or whether it's trying to figure out how to get their loved one on Medicaid, Social Security, kind of direct them through where to go and be a resource.
You are kind of a one-stop shop.
Yes, concierge, if you will.
Concierge for mental health awareness. Now, you guys have meetings. People can sign up. I mean, tell us.
You have family programs for family members of people who have mental illness.
We do. In the fall and winters, we have education programs, almost like a curriculum. They're free to the community.
All right.
And then throughout the year, anytime, drop into one of our support groups. And then on Saturday, we have different special events. Saturday, 10 a.m. at the Flint Public Library, we're talking about some of the problems we have with the system.
Yes.
Some of the frustrations we have when we get into the emergency rooms and we're there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Some of the frustrations with what's going to happen with my loved one's Medicaid, what's going to happen next. So that's where we're here to talk about is some of that passion, some of those issues, and then we're going to turn them to action.
Yeah, which is good. I was about to say, don't just complain. I mean, complain about it because I'm a big believer in
I think a lot of people, they want to get help, but they don't know how, and they don't know where to start. And all they've heard about are those issues, so they're afraid to do something about it.
So NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness of Genesee County, you guys have a website. It's NAMI. That's NAMI, Genesee.org, NAMI-Genesee.org. Your number is 810-232-6498. But who can call you? Who do you want to call you right now?
Anyone. So if there's an individual that's living with a symptom and struggling, give us a call. If there's a family member, now I will say if you're in crisis, you want to call a crisis hotline. But if you don't know where to turn as a family member, if you just need someone to talk to, give us a call. We'll point you in the right direction. We'll help you out. If you're in the community and you're looking for a partner to advocate for your patients, for your members, or to help get word out to your youth, give us a call. We have presentations that we come and do speaking engagements. See,
I was going to ask, do you guys also work with the youth? Because that's a big thing now too, man.
Absolutely. 1 in 10.
Teens,
1 in 10. And they are just, there's so many pressures going on with the youth right now.
Sure.
Whether it's major depression disorder, whether it's bipolar, autism, ADHD, we can go down the list.
Sure.
But those children are really looking for ways to launch well. So we're here to help them through that.
Okay.
And some of the teachers and parents, what are symptoms and what's teenage behavior? I mean, that's a struggle, right?
Absolutely.
Because we all do just say, moody teenager.
Well, and these problems have always been around. We are just now trying to figure out, how to deal with them, how to work with these kids. This isn't new. This is not like kids are just being sensitive. No, these are actual problems that exist, and we are now finally trying to deal with them.
And they can't get over it. No, hey, get over it. You wouldn't tell someone that with diabetes, right?
Yes,
I have the same mental problems now at 35 that I did when I was 15. They don't just go away. No.
It is National Mental Health Awareness Month here in May. That's why we're talking to Brandy Britton. She's the head of NAMI, National Alliance of Mental Illness at Genesee County. We work with a lot of causes, but this one is nearest and dearest to my heart. Like I said, my mom, type 2 bipolar, since before I was born. I was that kid who had to grow up with the quote-unquote crazy mom, and I love that we've come so far where we don't call people crazy, where we try to help them, and that's what we're here to do. Right, Brandy?
Absolutely. Let's wrap around these individuals and let's help them through the community.
All right. NAMI-Genesee.org, NAMI Genesee.org. I know that first call is hard to make. 810-232-6498. Give Brandy a call, and thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, AJ.